These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Tennessee Titans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. They'll come out throwing here on first down, eluding the pressure right, and he slings one that's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson. That'll bring up second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
A former Volunteer back in Tennessee, it's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brings up third down.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. They'll run. This is Kamara. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 32-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Short of the goal.
Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They run. It's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown. Alvin Kamara. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw to Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans, nothing.
Here's 2nd and 9. Running from the gun with Henry. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They keep it with Henry on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good little steam going.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
They're going to look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
2-yard line.
Trying to punch launch it in with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tumbling.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Kamara. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Lions.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
10 yards on the pickup.
Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Uncorks one for Davis. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. Over the middle here to Brown. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And this one is right through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
And it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Henry. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
The ball carrier.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Derrick Henry. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Now a dump off here complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
5-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
2nd and 10 coming up here in Nashville. 3rd quarter action. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing deep for Galladay. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv.
And trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 29-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He was covered by Christian Fulton.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Lions 7.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
6-yard line.
Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Another throw for Galladay. This one complete. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. Zuerlein now for the PAT. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
The score, Titans 17, Lions 14.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
They'll set up to throw. And they will find Davis. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Henry, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Carry now for Derrick Henry. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Henry. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They hand off to their big tight end. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed.